What's up, BoobTube? Today we're going to get started on mounting the radiator in the Miata. So, enough chit chat, let's jump right in. Alright, so for this bad boy to work, this support bracket right here, it's got to come out, and that support bracket has to come out. Luckily, it bolts to the unibody of the car, which means that it's probably part of this whole front bash bar thing, but you only have to drill out these two holes on this side and those two holes on this side, and that bracket should come out, and that'll give me more clearance to move it around back and forward and so on and so forth. But gives me an idea of where I need to start. I thought I was going to be able to stack the used race car oil cooler that I have behind it, but it's a little too wide this way to fit between the frame rails, so I'm gonna have to figure out some way to mount it. It's also bigger than the radiator, which is okay because that radiator is like I calculated out, it's like 1.5 or 2 times the overall core size of what a factory rotary radiator is, so it should keep the water cool, but oil is the main issue on rotary, so I got to keep that cool. Anyways, I'm gonna end it off here for the night. This was just my first test fit, and we'll get back into it tomorrow when I get home from work and I'm not in my dress clothes still. So first things first tomorrow is I'll drill out those spot welds and get those brackets off so that I can actually mount the radiator, and then maybe build some brackets so that come off the radiator that the oil cooler bolts to, and go from there. Anyways, guys, see you tomorrow. Alright, BoobTube, another day, another dollar, I guess you could say, working on the Miata. So I drilled out those brackets that I was talking about, and it ended up being a whole bunch more, even down here on the pinch that I had to drill right in here. But that bracket is now out of the way for everything, and I have determined that the oil cooler, I'm going to use those bolt holes that the bracket was mounted to, and use the existing mounts, put a nylon washer in there to kind of help with rigidity so it has some flex to it, and bolt that up, and then come off the bottom here and weld a threaded spacer here, and it'll go from here and there, and it'll help keep the bottom of it nice and steady. And as for the radiator, I went and just got back from good old Tractor Supply, because I ain't got a race car shop nearby. I'm going to weld some inch angle here, and it's going to come off this way, and I'm going to slot it and weld a piece of aluminum to the front side of the radiator here, and have a bolt hole through it, and stick a bolt through it, and that's long enough to where I can just leave the nut on it, so all you have to do is loosen it, and you can pull the whole radiator out. So, and that should be plenty strong for holding the radiator. Factory Miata has 2 mount points on it anyways, and I've got some 1/8 inch, nice thick 1/8 inch bar that I'm going to weld to the side of the radiator. So I'm going to get started on that. mocking up where I'm going to put everything, how much angle I'm going to put on the radiator, so on and so forth. I have to leave a pretty big gap between the radiator and the oil cooler so that I can get my fittings out and turned over. So I'm going to run them both over to the driver's side of the car and around the radiator and then up. And I'm thinking about mounting the thermostat for the oil somewhere in this area, or I might build a block for it somewhere else so that it mounts, because it's going to be kind of close to the alternator. But if I can get it, well, now that I'm looking at it, I don't think that's going to work. So I'm going to have to figure something out for the thermostat. But well, actually, I could put it on this side, that way it's away from everything, and just have all the lines run across in front of the motor. That way they're all out of the way. But I gotta get the radiator and the oil cooler mounted first. So I'm gonna set y'all up and get what I have sorted, and get the oil cooler. Go ahead and get the top mounts for the oil cooler mounted, and go from there. Alright, I'm no professional welder or anything, but I'm pretty proud of these. They actually turned out pretty good. Done a little bit of aluminum welding off camera, and yeah, you can tell that I've been doing a little bit of aluminum welding off camera. They're not perfect, but for what it's gonna do, it's way stronger than it needs to be to hold the bottom of the oil cooler from swinging. So perfect. So now I gotta cut some of this angle up, and we'll get to tack welding it in the car to do some test fitting. All right, here we go. Alright, boob tube. Get the copyright stuff turned off here. Made some pretty big progress, what you see in the video. Not as happy with these aluminum welds as my first ones for the standoffs, but the radiator is sort of kind of mounted in the car. So all I have left to do is to weld the steel bracket to the frame the rest of the way. Right now they're just tack welded in there to make sure that everything clears. my whole thought process of having the aluminum bits hang off the back of the radiator to hold it, there's not quite enough room. So in the future, I might come back and redo those. They will work for now and be plenty solid for holding up the radiator, because the radiator, I mean, it's not going to go anywhere. There's a lot more there than what needs to be. 4 bolts, everything. It shouldn't have any issues holding the radiator like that. I might in the future, when I actually have big boy tools, like a tubing bender or something like that, I might actually bend up a bar that comes underneath the bottom and attaches to the frame rail, runs underneath the bottom and comes back up, and then I can redo this stuff over here. But for the near future, getting the car running and everything, it's going to be perfect. Probably will be fine the first several track days that I do. I'm going to take some old radiator hose that I have that I'm not using for anything, and I'm going to cut it lengthwise and use that as a rubber isolation between the aluminum and the steel. That way it's not aluminum on steel, and help with corrosion, and also give the radiator something that is a little bit more anti-vibration. So enough talking. I'm gonna get back to work. I'm gonna finish up with the oil cooler, hanging the oil cooler, and then once that's done, I'll probably be done for the day. Once that's done, I can actually start planning out oil lines and stuff like that, so that I know how much room I have to run the lines and stuff. So yeah, so there'll probably be a little bit at the end of this one once I get done with all that. Alright, boob tube, the radiator and the oil cooler are mounted. So let's take a look at this bad boy. Obviously I didn't record any of the last bit where I just built these little brackets just to hold the bottom of the oil cooler, but bottom of the oil cooler is solid mounted to the bottom of the radiator. It's not going anywhere. You can literally pick the car up pretty much with the radiator. So I'm happy with that. Like I said, I'm not happy with the welds that you can see. The welds on the back end, on the back side though, of the brackets, are nice and pretty. Let's see if you can see them. See? I'm proud of them welds. Of course, it's always the welds that you can't see that are the ones that look decent. At least that's been my experience. But anyways, so that finishes that up. Now I can start specking out my sizes for my hose and my links and stuff like that, which is going to be awesome. Next on the list is to get started on exhaust. I am talking to EFI Hardware out of Australia. I might not do the 58 IDA carburetor. I might go fuel injection, just so I don't have to deal with cold start, hot start issues on a carburetor. But that's a little bit down the road. That might be something that I upgrade to later on. But anyways, guys, that's it for today. Until next time, happy wrapping.